What is going on in here? It looks like someone's trying to work out if they need a new driver.
Why are you here today?
Caught ya.
I got my old Epic Speed.
So Epic Speed in the bag.
Yeah, and then I've been hitting these quite like in the tests and reviews and stuff. And this one's like a draw machine.
What's this one doing?
Like, that is not as drawy, I don't think. Whereas the triple diamond's fadey, but I don't like fading because like my draw numbers get miles past you, and that's what keeps me happy because that's all I can win.
So it looks like we need to do a test in the comments. What do you reckon Matt should game out of these 3 drivers? Which one should he game? Right, so round 2 of Matt collecting data. So what he's doing is he's hitting 3 shots with each club, and then unfortunately we have to change the shaft out to try and get a comparison of these 3 drivers.
Gotta use my yellow one, haven't I?
Yeah, yeah. But we changed the shaft out so he doesn't get into pattern, rather than just hitting 10 or 20 shots with one and then 10 or 20 with another. So obviously the Speed is the driver in your bag.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Last year it was. I've been testing and reviewing the new Rogue STs as well, so one of them's got to go in.
New driver, please.
It's so funny how quickly you just think, oh, I prefer the matte finish now.
Yeah.
I don't like the glossy finish. I want the new matte finish.
Yeah, grass is always greener, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is funny, isn't it, how quickly we can just change.
And that's the thing with looks, it's so opinion based. It's like fashion, and that changes. Some days you want to wear this or that or the other.
Yeah.
Like, not a reason to go and spend loads of money, but obviously if you have access like we do, and that's something I've always said, like, we have access to so many clubs, sometimes it makes it more complicated. It was easier when you had access to not many, because you just, I'm going to use this and then it's all on me now.
Yeah, back in the day when it was just one head, one warbird head, pick your loft. That was it, wasn't it? Yeah, or I haven't won enough tournaments to change a club, so I'm just going to use this Petron Impala still. Yeah. 1.5 wood. Yeah. So what are you looking for in the other, so you're hinting towards, like Matt is definitely hinting towards the Max ST, aren't you? Yeah. I mean, it's because you actually quite like the fact that this has a little bit more of a draw bias in it possibly, where I would say this one is more of a neutral. Yeah, more neutral, same as the Max LS, I would say it's more neutral, slightly different looking head. That one's like more squatty and pancakey or pan-like. It's classic Maxi, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. And it probably is a little bit more draw biased in its weightings, and that's often what they do in the Max. So why the draw bias preferring, you think? Well, like if you take those 3 shots for example, there's one left, one right, one down the middle. Yeah, so you're worried you're going to get a spread. Yeah, a spread, and like I feel like I'm fine tuning with every swing with like these. A neutral club is more neutral. Like if I fade it, I feel like I have to catch the club up a bit more to get my draw, and then I'll tow it, and then it'll be too much, and it's like I can't get all of my equation right. Yeah. Whereas that Max is definitely more draw biased, and whatever kind of strike I put on it, it's gonna be that more drawy shape. So there's the 3 heads. What are you seeing? Obviously, you definitely see the matte to the shiny finish. Matte to the shiny, absolutely. It's very different. This is definitely like more pulled back, isn't it? That's the Max. Deeper. This is the Max LS, which is it's like a progression, isn't it? Like this is the more teardroppy, deeper face looking to me. And I would say that they're straighter line as well. It's not as curved face compared to the Epic, but
again, that's like how you just look down at it, isn't it? Some people will be different.
Yeah. I would say they all sit pretty square.
Yeah, this one I would say is the most open actually out of all of them.
Yeah, that might be fair actually. So Matt's put the Max head on now. This is the one he's definitely kind of swaying towards.
It's so funny when you look down at it again, like the matte finish just now, all of a sudden, I just love.
It's so
like
fickle,
the Epic had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights shining on the top of it, and this one you can't see any lights. And it's just like, oh yeah, I like that in here now, which is funny. But yeah, as soon as I set up to this, like the toe sits a little bit more in, I would say.
Oh, so you think it does sit close?
It does when there's a shaft in it and stuff, don't you think?
See, I don't see that. I see that as sitting really quite square. I don't know if you're lower or higher hands. Like, look at that. That is not sitting.
Because when they were lying on the floor, they look straight, slightly open to me. But that just seems to toe in a little bit more, personally.
Yeah, I don't see that.
No?
I see that sitting so lovely and straight.
Yeah, well, yeah, the way it was sat on the floor, it definitely is straight. I think it's just the way I'm.
If you get your hands low, it goes a bit left. Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, I just automatically am thinking draw.
Yeah, which you want. That's like what's playing into your emotional state on a hole.
And I feel like if I do neck these, they don't go as far to the right and things like that.
Yeah, because that draw's calming it down. Yeah, it's a good shot.
That's a rocket.
Yeah, that's
a see you later
ball. That's a Lockey rocket.
Yeah. Keep that one in a data set.
We'll have a little competition at the end, I think, because Matt's so keen, obviously, to make sure he's staying ahead of me. I think we'll have a little game, shall we?
Like, that's a neck, and I would say that.
Yeah, so you're expecting that to go more right than it has.
As soon as I hit that, I would on the course, I think, oh my god.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, but like
giggle o'clock.
That's not that bad.
That's a good shot. That's up the right side, founds, maybe finding fairway.
And whether the data and stuff will like show that, I don't know, but it's just that feeling, isn't it?
I mean, that's what's so important. You've got to, and that's a really good point, Matt, you've got to play into what your feelings are. I used to say to people when I did a lot of fitting, like, you're hitting this club.
Yeah.
You're the one who's going to game it. So it doesn't matter what I like or the sound or the looks, like, you need to go with what you like when you see the data is going to be probably so similar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, we're hitting 20 shots with each club over time, and that's that's 60 shots. Yeah. Like, it's a half average decent data set for a human to collect.
Yeah, without
like,
getting knackered.
It's just going to, if you group them into groups of 6, it'll just keep flipping. So playing into your feelings is important.
And like, if I test this like properly, I would try aim up the right and sling one and see how well it does and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to hit kind of fairway here and these sorts of tests and things, aren't you? But if you go to a fit, like, that would be definitely something that I'd be testing.
Can I do this with that club? Yeah.
Like, can I aim up the right out of bounds and let it come back and not be scared of it and stuff? Oh, it's another one. Oh.
Yeah. See, already as well, like, just if I was in the process of fitting you, like, I would be seeing these signs and confirming them if the data backs it up. Like, you're instantly like seeing the good, and people do this. He's like seeing the good in everything of it. Where you just give it 8 or 12 months, he'll be back looking at the next Callaway release, and he'll be seeing only the good in the new ones, because there's always this hope, isn't there?
It's a gloss shiny finish.
I like that. So Matt's putting the final head in. This is the LS Max, and then we'll go round and round again, and we'll show you today. You won't have to watch all of that because it's a bit boring, but we will look at the tech of these clubs in a second as well.
So yeah, definitely not as pulled back and stuff.
It's a squatter. It's a prettier head if you want smaller.
Yeah, I would definitely say it's prettier. I think like the better players would look for this kind of look, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And stuff. Perhaps that's why I don't go to it.
And again, this one's, you're worried about losing him to the right, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think for the spin gains that you might get on this, it's not the days of like really 1,000 something spins. This is going to be 200 revs, which will never be found on a golf.
Yeah, I was about 2.3, 2.4 when I did my review on this, and that's not really you wouldn't class that as low spin,
No,
would you?
not at all.
On the realms of what it used to be.
For all intents and purposes, sound and feel of all three clubs, are you feeling any, you're not feeling anything of any difference,
No.
are you? Callaway have quite a unique sound. They have since they've started using AI. It's
Yeah.
a real unique Callaway.
Yeah, it's
sound.
I wouldn't say there's a difference between them really in the sound. I haven't
something you're not noticing anyway.
No, I haven't hit one and thought, whoa, that's a completely different sound or anything like that. Bit of a toey one, but it's in the
Done
pack.
pretty well. I mean, that's with the counter as well to your right. The LS maybe being a little bit more fade biased. When you hit your toey draw, it calms it down that way.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, like with everything.
You win on some.
Yeah. Oh, I've won. Oh, I've lost on the next hole.
That's a bit of a low strike, but straight.
Yeah, okay. As Matt keeps collecting data, let's just talk about the difference in these heads. So obviously the big difference is in the Rogue is you get this kind of gold weight at the back. So they're really trying to push MOI, aren't they?
Yeah. Tungsten weight.
Yeah, big weight at the back. You've got the new version, so this has an AI face where they're matching it for spin across different parts of the face. But on the Rogues, they're saying they've got the AI face, which is now matching for speed and spin across the face. I imagine that face will come to the next Epic or whatever that next driver will be.
Yeah.
We've got a slightly new jailbreak on the Rogue as well, which again, I imagine might come to Epic if they think it is better. Lots of carbon going on top, and obviously you've got the matte finish that Matt talked about. Matte finish Matt. No wonder you like a matte finish Matt. And then the glossy finish on the Epic as well. So the techs are like running parallel, but there's, in Callaway's ideas, there's definitely advances maybe in Rogue, and often we'll see that come to the new version of whatever this club will be in Epic. If it is a Speed or an Epic or a different brand, I don't know. And then obviously you've got one of 4 heads in this. Is it 4 heads in Epic? Or is it 3? I don't know. Maybe in the comments.
Max. I think it's 4 as well, isn't it?
4 heads. I mean, Callaway do have. They must have a big warehouse.
Yeah.
A lot of heads, don't they? Right, Matt's gone around, plenty of time, switching every 3 shots. Let's have a look at what data's coming out and see if any of his emotional feelings are showing out actually in the performance of these clubs. So if we look at the ball speed, you were the slowest with the low spin LS Max, but I would say that's more down to maybe not hitting the better batch of strikes, possibly. I can't see any reason why the ball speed should be lower with that club.
No, the more you hit, the more they're going to start to come together again,
Yeah, I
they?
think so. There's 162, 165, 164. Launches all very, very similar with standard deviations overlapping. Spin's so close, and it's fun. I mean, the LS is the lowest spinning on average. Yeah. But with the standard deviations overlapping all of them, averages could mean nothing unless you repeat those averages time and time and time again. Yeah. And then the carries, look at the distances. So the most in the Speed, but by 2 yards, or 1 yard over the Max, low spin, and 2 yards over the ST Max, but don't see these as different. Look at the standard deviations, 3 yards, 7, which suggests that it was the worst batch of shots, to 5 standard deviation on the Max, meaning they're basically all the same. And then if you take that to the total as well, they're completely overlapping. And we see that from the circles up here. What's interesting is the light blue, the Max, the one that you like the draw bias to. I wouldn't say it's going any more left or right than anything else, but it's the tighter dispersion.
Tighter dispersion, I know that over time that's probably going to finish up like the other two.
I play with you enough. If you give you enough shots, these little extremes can be reached.
Absolutely. But it's like one of those things again, isn't it? You're a bit more possibly confident with the driver. Maybe not be thinking about like tinkering again, trying to keep it straight. You're just literally whacking. So it might just be that mindset thing again on those bunches. But I think, like we say, in the end, it's going to end up like
here. I mean, the amount of overlap from those circles. Yeah. Like, you have to play with. If you want to change club, you're going to have to play with your emotional mindset. Yeah. You see what I mean there? The data, you could see what. I mean, I think you can see what you want to see from that data. Some people would see extra distance. Some people would see extra spin, and that's also fine if you see those things. I don't think that would come out
over and over again with the amount of data I've seen. And I know Matt probably would agree with that. But if it plays into his emotional idea of being able to see a shot in a certain way, I think you're going to choose the Max for the game.
Yeah, well, you know, 320 and all. Go on, put it at 320. There it is.
Oh, well, Matt's chosen to do a stupid game. So he wants the green at my 320 that I can't reach because he knows he can. So he's basically chosen a game that he can't lose at.
I have just hit a lot of shots. Oh. I am tired.
I have to say this because this is YouTube, and the more you comment, it's good. The algorithm likes those kind of things. So, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win this little game?
Hit the like button if you think Matt's gonna win. Thanks.
I am not warm for this either.
How many shots are we gonna put?
One each, and it's like first to go 2 or 3 up or something. Let's just see how I get on, shall we?
You got to warm up.
Definitely warmed up.
Right.
320. I can't reach this green. I've reached it a couple of times if I get a fake low spin.
I'm going down the right with this.
Yeah, this is the right. There you go. And here's your test.
Yeah.
Got to hit the green. Enough. Can't just reach it. Only I can just reach it.
It was a little bit thin, but that's close to front edge.
309 does get close. I think you need to get like 312-ish. You're 21 yards from the pin. Is that what we should do it on?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Fine by me.
And you're 168 ball, which is like, would be my highest at the moment. Oh, come on.
Take your jumper off. Get your t-shirt.
Get my shirt off. Oh, come on.
Come on.
I can't swing. I'm not getting there. Oh, don't fade. You're meant to draw it like that.
Too much loft on it as well. Oh.
That was meant to turn over. 49.
That's a Cleveland chipper.
Oh, I've broken the tee. Look.
Whoa.
I've snapped that tee in half with the force.
1 up.
First to 5. I reckon you could win all 5 of them.
I'm going to try and get through the green.
Yeah,
how about that?
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny?
Come on. Wallop.
Oh, get left.
Don't go left.
Get left. Kick left. Go left.
I think I just looked.
Oh, it's a puffer. It's a puff ball.
Bit of a puff ball.
It's a puff ball. A lot of effort to puff that like that, sir.
169 puff ball.
19 yards to the pin.
120 club. I'm definitely fit again.
He's fit again.
It's official. I can now start doing golf properly. Look at those two next to each other up there.
All we need is Mud Island to switch off the tap.
Yeah. I'm a golfer. Get me off of here.
Yeah. What are you, 19 yards?
19, that one, yeah.
No, that's a fin. Not drawing. I need to hit a strike and turn it to get anywhere near this green.
Perhaps you need the max. Draw it.
3,000 spin is not going to wash. 43, I'm consistent.
2-0.
Can I win one of these games? I don't reckon I can.
I need a little less launch and loft on that, and it's there. Oh, it's a big toe, that one.
Oh, yeah, get away from the green. Oh, yeah, that's miles away. I'm going to win one. Get left. Go on, keep going.
Still 300.
I always think that it should bank off there, so it goes further left.
Oh, yeah, that's
60 yards to the pin. Come on.
2-1 coming up. You tap it straight.
Bubble is going to burst now.
And that's the only one that I'm a little worried about, going back to the club.
Yeah, I like that one. I wouldn't worry about that.
But that is full out 120 club head.
Yeah, that's you being like maxed out.
Madman.
That's you on about the 7th head off mode.
Yeah.
You know, about 6-7 holes in.
Just 4 putted.
5 down.
Arrow ball.
I can't turn it. Why is that not turning? I've won.
You have won.
I've won one, peoples.
If you want to class that as a win, that's a
win. That is a win, because that's close for me, look.
38 yards.
38 yards to the pin.
So that's 2-1. First of 3, last go, then I can't just keep getting beat unless I win this one, and then it's a decider.
And then it's big. 4.
If I do that last swing with some turn, get a freaky low spin, I would get worried, Matthew.
Oh, that sounded good. It's drawing.
Too far left, unfortunately. It's 113 club. It's my fastest club, and it's not far off yours for pitching. It's 300.
Oh, 40 yards. 33. Oh.
Come on!
Pressure on the max.
He needs to connect, otherwise this is going to a shocking decider. Come on! Make sure you aim out to the right, Matt. Remember, you've got your little jaw built in. Oh, he's cacking it.
No!
Yes!
No! No!
That's miles away.
That
it's a decider. It's such a decider.
I'm just making it interesting.
Oh, yeah. By hitting it 73 yards offline.
Just making it interesting.
81 to the pin. I just want to point out to everyone that is the longest anyone's had.
Just the 172 ball, though.
And you can have your 172 ball over in the stands.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my loft down, which is closing my face too much, all right? I can't hit the puffy one, otherwise it don't get there.
Look at the collection of shots, even though my short right ones, they're all in play. You're 2 out of play, 2 close. That's so you.
Yeah, it is.
I'm 4 in play.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're 2 that I would buy off you, and then you're 2 that you can just keep forever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right, I need that low spin freaky. Didn't draw it.
Laser ball.
Got speed, didn't draw it. 113 club. That's out there.
That's a good shot.
If that turns, it's 2-4 spin, you see.
Uh-oh, I need another one of my good ones. 30.
30 yards to the pin. Callaway have 100 heads. They still can't make him win.
Right, if I just go back to my normal now and just tap it straight.
Hey, hi Callaway. Yeah, it's Matt. Yeah, we just need about 15 more heads, please.
You got a chipper and a 9-degree loft.
Oh, 30 yards. You can beat that easily.
Do I just forget the green and make sure that it goes straight?
No, you've got to go out the right. Swing it back. Remember the reason why you're changing your driver? What's happened? Oh, get down. Oh, he's won. No, he hit that pin high.
Yep.
Well done, Matthew.
See, I told you, I was doing it for the camera.
How far? You've got 19
yards, pin high.
There we go.
Just pushed it a little.
Matt's choosing. So is that going in the bag?
I think this is 2020 driver. It'll be interesting to see what it's like on the course, especially like early mornings when we don't get much warm-up time, what disaster a toe might do.
Yeah.
But, I think as time plays out, it will be interesting because I think I can do my extreme cut feel and it still won't go too far right and things like that as well. So
yeah, absolutely. And I like that. You see how he's using a biased club to try and work into what he sees as a functional shape of shot, basically. Good stuff. Post comments down below. What do you think of that? Was he lucky at the end? I think he was. Lucky at the end.